In previous videos, I've looked at some of the more complex sounds in Spanish. For example, the rolled R, the R, the B or the V sound, and the dynamic double L. In this video, I'm going to show you how to pronounce the J sound in Spanish. Now, you might be thinking, really? The J sound? But why? Isn't it like a H sound in English? Well, that's not entirely right. In fact, the Jota in Spanish is a unique sound that doesn't quite exist in English. For most English speakers, the easiest way to explain the Jota sound is to approximate it to an H. But in fact, it's a little bit more complex than just saying it like a H. So the good news is that the letter Jota in Spanish only tends to be used with vowels. So there's only a handful of sounds that you have to make. In this video, I'm going to break down the pronunciation of this Jota in 5 different vowel combinations. Ja, je, ji, jo, ju. Okay? It's important to note that Jota can also be used at the end of a word too, like for example the word for watch, reloj. There are also a few other Spanish letters that take the pronunciation of the Jota, like X in Mexico, or G before I or E, like for example in inteligente or gigante. But let's not get carried away. In another video, we'll be showing you how to manage the pronunciation of these letters. First, let's look at how to actually make the Jota sound. In the Spanish world, there are actually 2 J sounds. Neither are quite like in English, but one is much more distinct than the other. In Spain and some Latin American countries, the J is much more kind of guttural or harsh, like a ch. Since this J sound is more difficult than the softer J sound, this video is going to focus on this harder version. If you can get that right, if you can get that J sound going, then adapting your pronunciation to different accents will be a piece of cake. So to pronounce the J sound in Spanish, get into position. Let's get into the vocal position you would use if you were going to be saying H, the H sound, H in English. With your mouth open and ready, you can start. This comes here. This is the fun part now. Try making a gurgling sound. You know, like when you use mouthwash, that kind of sound. So try to get these 2 words out first. These ones here. Jardín. Ja. Jardín. Jefe. Je. Jefe. Okay, right. In some parts of Spain and Latin America, they use a much softer version. And again, it's not exactly like in English, but it's definitely more similar to the H sound, ha. And so it's much easier for the Spanish learner. In this case, make a longer H sound, but try to keep it in the back of your mouth. Jardín. Ha. Jardín. Jefe. Jefe. In reality, you're going to hear all kinds of varieties in between, from jefe on the soft side to jefe on the hard side. Now let's go through the 5 sounds that the harder Jota makes with the J sound. Ja, je, ji, jo, ju. Let's start with some of these ja words. So listen to me saying it and then repeat. Jardín. Jamón. Jalea. Trabaja. Now some words with J-E. Don't forget to repeat. Now listening by itself won't help you. You have to repeat these words. Jefe. Jesús. Jerga. Traje. Okay, now for the ji words. Jirafa. Jinete. Jitomate. Mejilla. Now for some jo sounds. José. Joya. Joven. El hijo. Finally, some ju words. Jugar. Junto. Justicia. Julio. Okay, let's get back to our comparison of the sounds now. Remember there's a softer Jota, the one that sounds a little bit nicer? Let's compare that again here with a couple of different words. Jardín. Jardín. Jefe. jefe. So you see, if all else fails and you can't quite get that guttural, harsh sound going, and even if you don't particularly like it, then just go ahead and revert to the easier, softer Jota. I hope that was useful for you, and in the comments below, please let me know how you have perceived this Jota sound in the past. Have you heard the very hard version? Have you heard the softer version? And if so, where? Leave a comment below, and I'll see you back in the next video.
How do you feel after your Spanish pronunciation workout? To download the complete notes for this lesson, click the link in the video description below, and that will take you to the Spanish Vault where you can sign up for free to get that. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this, y nos vemos en el próximo. Hasta luego!